Cam Newton. We know he's out there because he posts on social media almost on a daily basis. We know he's free and he is hungry. We know that Fox Bet says that the #1 destination, the favored destination for Cam Newton is the Los Angeles Chargers. So, Shannon Sharpe, I ask you, why haven't the Chargers signed Cam Newton?
I don't know, Skip. I know his doctors, I think it was Monday, maybe a week ago, Skip, when they said that he was clear, but a team doctor, and they're going to have an independent doctor that's going to have to clear Cam of his foot. He had that surgery on his, I think, Liz Frank, and he had a shoulder surgery. So it's going to be team doctors and independent doctors that clears Cam, not just his doctor. Skip, I do believe it's the best fit because if you look at what when Cam was able to win the MVP, he had a tight end, Greg Olsen. Hunter Henry is there. They franchised him. He has 2 weapons. He has Keenan Allen. He has Mike Williams. And that's what he had a very similar situation when he was in Carolina when they went 15-1 and went to the Super Bowl. So, Skip, I believe at this juncture, Cam needs some help. The days he's taken so much punishment where he was a one-man team, he was a one-man wrecking crew. I don't believe Cam now can do that with any consistency. There are times, Skip, he just basically just willed his team to win. Now he needs some help. We saw what Skip, if Tom Brady could recognize that I need help, and he went to Tampa and he got a boatload of help, I think Cam should be at that point of his career where he realizes, I'm not the same Cam Newton. Some of the things I can do, some of the things I can't do when I was younger. Let me go to a situation now, obviously, I'm sure Cam, if they offered him a job, Cam would sign up. But I don't know what the holdup is. Maybe they're going to go into the draft. Maybe they seem to be content with Tyrod Taylor, Skip. And I know a lot of people are Tyrod and Cam, stop it. Tyrod Taylor and Cam Newton are not the same. No disrespect to Tyrod. He's carved out a great niche. He was a backup in Baltimore, got an opportunity in Buffalo, led him to the playoffs. And when given an opportunity, he's played well. But Cam has been an MVP. Cam was Rookie of the Year. Cam's been to the Pro Bowl. That's value in there. There's a value to that. And granted, I believe the biggest reason that Cam numbers and has tailed off is that he's been hurt. And Skip, you know, sometimes you don't think about it. Man, my team, they're counting on me. I got the C on my jersey. Man, I need to fall on the sword for my team. Yeah, and you do that too many times, and when you get beat up, guess what happens, Skip? They move on. And I believe that's what the Carolina Panthers have done. But I believe this is a great fit for Cam, the Chargers and Cam.
So do I. In fact, I still can't believe Tom Brady didn't choose the Los Angeles Chargers. As we talked about many times, they're moving into, out here in L.A., new SoFi Stadium. And I thought it was the perfect marriage of the GOAT and an up-and-coming team on the verge moving into a billions of dollars stadium here in Los Angeles where Tom Brady and Giselle have had a home in the past. And yet I was told and I read that Tom Brady wanted to be a little closer to his family based in New York now, where he could fly a little quicker from Tampa to New York than from Los Angeles all the way cross country to New York. Maybe he just thought the Tampa situation was better because of Bruce Arians and Tom Moore as the offensive gurus. I don't know for sure. But this situation here with the Chargers is spectacular because, Shannon, I don't think I need to remind you, they just signed in free agency Trey Turner and Brian Bulaga to shore up that offensive front that couldn't protect Phillip Rivers. Now it looks like it's pretty stout. And they added Linval Joseph to the defense and Chris Harris Jr., who you know from Denver very well, on defense. And it was already pretty to very good. Wow. This is made to order. This is a team on the verge. I'm with you. I like Tyrod. I respect Tyrod. He's a fine man and a fine leader of a football team. But he's not Cam. At least he's not the Cam we used to know and love before Cam got all beat to hell. So to your point, your first point, I don't know how beat up he is. Is it to the point where no team doctor would clear him the way an independent doctor did as he said in Atlanta a week or so ago? I don't know,
Right.
because we'd have to get down to, and remember, Cam's a little hamstrung right now because of social distancing and the shelter orders we're under. It's hard to meet with the teams face to face and get the doctor to hands-on, examine you, to put you through a real thorough physical. So, to me, it looks like that the Chargers are saying, we're just not interested, and they're sending a resounding message that is echoing around the league, because it looks like the Chargers are saying, hey, we've got the 6th overall pick. Now I see in their latest mock drafts, Mel Kiper has Justin Herbert going to the Chargers at number 6. Then I think Todd McShay just came out, maybe it was last night or this morning, with his latest mock draft. He's still got Jordan Love going 6th overall to the Chargers. So it looks like the Chargers' MO, their game plan is, let's just keep Tyrod as our bridge quarterback, as our mentor to whichever young quarterback we take, and maybe Tyrod will play next year, or maybe only play half of next year, depending on how quickly the kid advances. And it looks like they want to go forward into the future in SoFi Stadium with Jordan Love or Justin Herbert as their long-term solution at quarterback. Now again, if you could tell me that Cam is healthy, he's better than Tyrod. To me, he's way better than Justin Herbert. And again, I keep saying, I didn't watch enough of Jordan Love, but it sounds like he's a project. So it sounds to me like Cam would, if he's healthy, he would be a better solution for, let's at least say 2 years, the first 2 big years in SoFi, when you need marquee, you need box office, you need somebody to sell your football team and sell those seat licenses, those season ticket seat licenses in the new stadium. I'd want Cam. But apparently the Chargers are saying, nope, we're good with Tyrod. And to your point, Tyrod made the playoffs as a Buffalo Bill, lost a game at Jacksonville, playoff game, what was it, 9-6? Ugh, but whatever.
Right.
I'm with you. I thought Brady would choose them, and I'm surprised they haven't chosen Cam, because they need him to sell. And yet, Shannon, my last point is, and I'm going to hand the ball back to you, you can't sign Cam as a backup quarterback. You can't keep him as a plan B, because he's too big. His aura is too big. He's too big on social media. He's an MVP. His personality is too big. He's not a clipboard holder. You can't do that. So all the ideas of, well, he could be a backup wherever X, Y, and Z. No, he can't. It's starter or bust, or don't sign him, to me. Your thoughts?
Right. Skip, I'm looking at it like this here, Skip. The value in the 6th pick is they don't know what we're going to do. There's speculation. Mike Mayock, Todd McShay and Mel Kiper. Okay, they're saying they're going quarterback. But here's the thing, Skip. If I sign Cam, what's the likelihood I'm going to take a quarterback? So now I've lost all value in that pick. See, I still got value, because you don't know. Somebody might trade up and says, well, you know what?
Maybe.
Oh, we might. So what's the rush on Cam? Don't see no one else seen. Now, there's always a risk. Skip, we wait, and then somebody, he's able to, go to an independent doctor, and they look over the x-rays and they like what they see and they sign him. But right now, I'm in no rush, because I do have the 6th pick. And someone might be willing to offer me something of value. I might be able to slide back and get a later pick in the 1st round, and maybe get a pick in the 2nd round or the 3rd round. Because here's the thing, Skip, when I look at it like this, and I know Anthony Lynn very well, played football with him, won Super Bowls with him. I don't know if he has the luxury of trying to develop a guy. Skip, you got to win here. LA, more than any other place in the world, you got to win or you got to go. It's simple. There's too much going on for you not to win. That's what happened with the Clippers. The Clippers was so bad, that's why Lakers always sell out when they go play the Clippers. Those are Laker fans. Skip, you got to win here. Why would I go sit in a stadium when the weather is 80 degrees? I go to Venice, I go to Malibu, I go to Santa Monica, I can eat on somebody's deck, and you want me to go watch a losing team? No, I'm not doing that. So, Skip, Lynn is kind of under the gun. He's got to win this year because I don't know if he'll get another year.
He does.
As opposed, because what happened last year. So for me, Cam is a great option, but I think they're holding off because they want to maybe have somebody come up and maybe swap that pick and move back, and we get Cam and we get more picks.
Maybe. Okay, I'm going to button this up by reminding everybody that it may have been because of injuries, but since that MVP year for Cam in 2015, when he was spectacular, 35 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Over the next 4 years, he threw 43 interceptions, which was tied for first in the whole NFL. And over those 4 years, his QBR, you know how much I love QBR, it fell all the way to 31st of the 40 qualified quarterbacks. So he's had 4 combined miserable years. But to Shannon's point, maybe he was just beat up. Maybe he, quote unquote, died for the cause in Carolina. Maybe he wasn't protected. Maybe he didn't have the weapons. Maybe he didn't click with the coaching staff. Maybe it was just all wrong and he needs a fresh start with a little healthier body elsewhere, which is why I'm with Shannon that the Chargers are going to have to take a serious look here.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.